Hello everyone, this is Kelly, your pre-physician assistant student helper, and today I want to talk all about CASPA. So for those of you applying this round, I hope you have all submitted already and are all already verified. As you know, it says on the CASPA website, it can take up to 4 weeks to verify the application, and some of those deadlines are coming up pretty quick. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight into my timeline and what that looked like for me and where I'm at in this whole application process right now. So we'll start with transcripts. I submitted my transcripts as soon as I possibly could. So I held for grades, so I waited for my spring semester grades to be reported from my community college and from my institution, Texas A&M University. So those were sent from the institutions in May. So I ordered them in May, and the community college one arrived on May 25th, and my Texas A&M University one arrived on June 3rd. And that was me ordering them mid-June after the semester ended for us. So you have to have all your transcripts in there before your application can be verified. Next, I have my evaluations, so my letter writers, and I chose to have 4 letter writers. Most schools require 3, some require 2. Some require specific job titles that your letter writers have to have, such as a supervisor in your wherever you work, or that can verify your patient contact or something like that. I chose 2 PAs, a professor, and my PA school advisor. So I had a PA that I shadowed for many, many hours and also attended 3 medical mission trips with her. I had my PA school advisor who I've known for 4 years. I had a professor that I had 2 classes with. I had women's health and international health with her, and both at the graduate level, which was important to me to have that in there. And then another PA who I have shadowed not as many hours as the first one, but I have a very unique relationship with him and have run into him several times at the hospital. And we've had some really great conversations, and I've seen him at national conferences and state conferences. So I thought he was also a good option for me. I want to warn you guys, do not sacrifice quantity for quality. The quality of your letter writers is far more important than the number you have. So if you have 3 solid letter writers, don't go looking for a 4th if you think they're just going to say something crazy or generic. You want these to be personalized. You want them to be good. Standardized test. I took my GRE back in 2014. That was already there. All I had to do was add the schools that needed them that I hadn't added the first time. So now we get to the crazy part. I applied to 15 schools. I want to be a PA. That's really important to me, obviously. And it was very expensive. It is very expensive. I'm still paying some of the supplementals for the out-of-state schools. But that's important to me. And the institution I received my education from is not as important as my education itself. And if I have an out-of-state opportunity that will get me to be a PA a year sooner than an in-state opportunity, I'll take it. I want to be a PA much more than I want to go to any school. I do have my first, second, third, and fourth choices, though, and have reached out to faculty members at these programs, letting them know, hey, look for my application. I applied. Thanks for your advice throughout the years. I'm hoping for a good result. But I would obviously love to stay in Texas, but I think out-of-state could be a great adventure. So, yeah. I did 7 in-state Texas schools and 8 out-of-state schools. I submitted my application on June 16th with everything already there, all my letter writers, all my transcripts, everything was done. And it was verified June 20th. So this is why an early application is important, because if you wait until late in the game, it can take up to 4 weeks to verify your application. And so I feel very fortunate and lucky that I had everything in order and that I've been through this process before to make sure it was all in early. But it doesn't end there. don't forget about your supplemental applications. So I finished up my in-state Texas ones in June, thankfully, and I've been trying to diligently work away at the out-of-state ones. I still have a couple left. They seem to want more things than the Texas schools, which isn't a bad thing, but I'm also a full-time graduate student and have 2 jobs right now, so it's been challenging for me to prioritize all of that and get them in. But slowly but surely, I've been cranking away at them, and my goal is to have everything done by July 31st. So by, what is that, Sunday? Yeah, I think that's Sunday. But yeah, it's been an interesting journey. Obviously, you guys have been following me through it. But I am excited. I just have a good feeling about this year, and I'm hoping for the best. For those of you applying, make sure you look at the FAQ section in CASPA. It's incredible. They have addressed anything you could possibly think of, and they have spent so much time and effort to put that FAQ together. So I highly suggest that you take a look at that before you start asking other people questions, because CASPA, for most schools, the ones that use CASPA, which is the majority of PA programs, that's what they're going to see first, and they want to make sure that is done and verified, and you meet all minimum expectations as well. So don't put it off. If you haven't submitted yet, do it right now. And that a late application does not completely rule you out. Don't get me wrong. If you're late in the game and I'm freaking you out about this, the stronger the applicant you are, regardless, they're going to see you, okay? If you're a good applicant, they're going to see you. But for somebody like me who does have a lower GPA, it was really important to me to get that in early. And remember, too, that most programs will not consider your application complete until the supplemental is done. Not every program has a supplemental, though, so it's really confusing. You have to go through, create a spreadsheet, make sure you have every single box checked, and some of them want you to snail mail the supplemental fee. Some of them will only accept a bank check, no personal checks. Some will only accept payment online. Some want you to have a shadowing verification form. Every school has something different, and that's a really easy way to count yourself out if you forget one of those little tedious check marks, basically. And that's all they are. And it is a really easy way to rule people out if you forget to fill out one of the forms or don't pay the supplemental fee. So, what kind of questions do you guys have? I'm just so excited to be in this position right now. It's a waiting game. I am super excited, but also anxious. I just want to get some feedback and, see what this round looks like. I'm anticipating rejections. I don't want to... So I want interviews, obviously. All of us want interviews. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think that I've worked really hard and made a lot of improvements, and am also anticipating an interview offer or 2, I hope. But I will keep you guys updated on what that progress is looking like for me, and as I'm getting feedback from schools, negative or positive. You guys know I'm very upfront about this kind of stuff. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in the comments below. Make sure you're looking at CASPA's FAQ section. It is fantastic. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.